Everyone slapped on VNL 2026. Meanwhile, the world number one got dethroned. A rule experiment quietly changed how volleyball is played. And the biggest underdog story of the year happening right now. Here's everything you missed. 18 teams, 6 weeks of matches all over the world. Only 8 make the finals. In China, starting July 29. So here's the plan. 5 stories. The collapse, the perfect team, the takeover, the rule nobody's talking about, and the dark horse nobody saw coming. Let's go. Let's start with the throne. For years, Poland sat as number 1 in the world rankings. It took exactly 1 week of VNL to end that. Week 1 wiped out the favorites. Poland, upset. France, the Olympic champions, upset. Italy, the world champions, upset. 3 giants, 1 week, all bleeding. The knockout punch came from Japan. 5 sets against Poland. Match point after match point. And when it was over, the number 1 ranking was gone. Italy took it. And while the giants were busy falling, Brazil just quietly got to work. 4 wins from 4 at home in Brasilia. The last one was the craziest. Down 2 sets to nothing against Argentina, against their biggest rivals. Most teams lost that match. Brazil won in 5. One more from week 1, because it matters later. Italy and the USA played 5-set war in Ottawa. Italy had already lost France. One more defeat and their week is ruined. Instead, they won 3 straight and started climbing. And that unbeaten Japan team from the 5-setter? Keep them in mind, because 6 weeks later, they still haven't lost. More on that in the minute. First, I need to show you something I filmed myself. In week 2, I did something I wanted to do for a long time. I bought a ticket, grabbed my camera and went to Gliwice to watch Poland against Belgium live. And I need to tell you, VNL hits different in person. And I picked the right match. Belgium took the first set, then the second. Federer Rogers was having the game of his life. 35 points. The arena went quiet. Poland, the defending VNL champion, were about to lose at home. And then the comeback started. Third set, Poland woke up. Fourth set, 28-26. Fifth set, 15-13. Slivka hammers it off the block. And the building just exploded. But the story of this tournament wasn't in my arena. It was happening one border away. And now the dark horse of this tournament, Ukraine. Playing their first ever VNL season, fighting for a place in the finals of the world's best volleyball league. Nobody predicted this. Week 1 started with a cold shower. Japan swept them in the opener. A debutant without depth, faults right there. Ukraine didn't. They started winning, and not survival wins, statement wins. In week 2 they beat Brazil. Again, Ukraine beat Brazil. Win after win they climbed the table. Above Brazil, above France, above teams with 10 times volleyball infrastructure, cities and nation at war, players who can't play home matches at home. And they spent last week fighting for a historic finals place. Going into the final weekend, nothing was decided. One bad day and the dream dies. I'll tell you how it ended later. Quick one. I'm covering the finals and everything after on this channel. If you want to actually keep up with volleyball, subscribe. The field is set. 8 teams in China, Japan, Poland, Slovenia, the USA, Turkey, Ukraine, and the hosts, China, Brazil, medalists last year, finished 9th out. And Bulgaria? Nikolov dragged them all way to 8, 1 spot short, because the host nation takes the last ticket. And Japan? Perfect. 12 wins, 0 losses. The only unbeaten team in the entire tournament. The team nobody saw is going to China, which leaves the dark horse. Week 3 was a roller coaster. They beat Iran. They lost to Serbia. They led Turkey 2 sets to nothing and lost in 5. So it all came down to one match on the final Sunday. Win or stay home. Ukraine beat Germany 3 sets to 1. For the first time ever, Ukraine is in the VNL finals. 7th place in the hardest league on earth. In their debut season, I don't have the words. Who takes the gold in China and how far does Ukraine go? Drop your calls in the comments. I'll read everyone. So that's 6 weeks. Now you're walking into the finals knowing every storyline, which is exactly how they should be watched. Thank you for watching. Have a good one. Bye.